Person not so happy about the move was Texans wide receiver Brandon Cooks. Here was his reaction to the trade on Twitter, calling it manure and a joke on Twitter. All right, Adam, we are just 5 days away from the NFL trade deadline, and the Texans just made a trade. Do you expect to see them becoming very active in the coming days?
More manure-like moves, Field. We'll see if that does indeed happen. I can tell you this, all eyes are on Deshaun Watson as the trade deadline comes up Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. And there are so many things that have to happen to have Deshaun Watson move by then that I think it's going to be very challenging for Houston to have a trade in place by the deadline for Deshaun, but we'll see whether or not they can do it. They are listening on other names. Zach Cunningham is a name that has floated around out there that's interested. Some other teams, but frankly, I think Houston would be willing to trade a lot of players for the right draft pick compensation, which obviously would leave a lot more players feeling the way that Brandon Cooks did in that manure-like state.
Yeah, again, the countdown is on until 4 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. And Schefter, earlier today, the league has instituted some changes to their hiring process and the Rooney Rule. What can you tell us about that?
A couple of notable changes here, Field. I think most notably this, that teams must now interview at least 2 minority candidates for GM jobs and coordinator positions. It had been 1 in the past. It's now 2, and the league also wants at least 1 in-person interview to be conducted. So it's not enough to do it on a telephone call, a Zoom call, whatever it may be. At least one of those interviews has to be done in person. And look, the league is trying to advance efforts that have not been successful. The league's track record here is very poor. So any steps that it can implement now to enhance the hiring process for minority candidates is welcome. Anything could improve the record. It has not been good in recent years.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of change, if any, this makes on the hiring process come early 2022. Schefter, thanks as always for all the great insight.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.